We'll do it live. F it.
The Duggars.
Mm-hmm.
I basically, I'm going to say this out loud that I've only watched 19 Kids and Counting. I didn't
Okay.
watch, or counting on that other show that they had. I've not watched the documentary or read the book yet. Read the book that Jill Dillard wrote. And I'm going to say this. I think that they were also, if you watch the Duggars, you also got to watch a channel called the Bates Family out of Tennessee.
Okay.
Gil and Kelly Joe Bates over in Tennessee has 19 kids also, and they had their own show.
Wow. I think I've seen things about it, but I never watched it.
They had two shows. They had one on TLC and one on Uplifting Television, I think the channel is.
Okay.
And both of those shows were, who produced one of them? A certain Duggar.
Oh, are you serious?
JB Duggar was the
Wow.
executive producer of it.
Wow.
If you guys don't know
Go
who
figure.
JB Duggar is, Jim Bob Duggar ran some of the shows. Also, dude, did I hear that Josh has got 19 years in prison? The 17 or 19?
No, it's more like 12.
12 years plus.
Yeah, 12.
Plus he's got to do, but when he gets out, he can't.
At a minimum.
His kids are going to be grown before he gets out.
I'm not sure, and I'll bring this up in that video. And thanks for tweeting that out yesterday. I don't think he should be around kids, to be honest with you. I'm not sure he's a molester, but man, that's some nasty
He was caught
shit.
he was caught with CP.
Awful, worst kind of CP. He is a piece of shit, man.
Yeah.
He is a piece of shit. What do you think of Anna Duggar? Don't you think she should have left his ass a long time ago?
Yeah.
Or she just like sort of wrapped up in this whole
here's the thing about the Duggars. When they lost their show, the reason they lost their show is because of a certain website called Ashley Madison was hacked, and they found out that Josh was part of that website.
Mm-hmm.
And and by the way, Anna was pregnant with their child, with a child.
He's a piece of shit.
And by the way, back in 2010, when they got rid of the Ready Set Learn block, they put the Duggars in that block in the 6 o'clock hour instead of Ready Set Learn.
Go figure.
Instead of Hip Hop Harry and Paz and all that, we got, let's talk to this family in Arkansas that has 19 kids.
Yeah. My whole beef with it is, first of all, let's not celebrate anyone having 19 kids. That is ridiculous. I said that in that video that you tweeted. It's ridiculous. It's irresponsible. No one needs 19 kids. If you need to have kids to raise the kids that you had, then you're doing it wrong. So let's not celebrate that. That is not something to be celebrated. Am I wrong, Jake?
You're not wrong.
19 kids and counting. It should have been about 6 kids and stopping. That's what it should have been called. Hello.
Or they should have wore a condom.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I don't know. That might be against their interpretation of the Bible and Christianity. It's funny how they take certain parts out of the Bible and they just beat it to death. Like, let's treat women like shit. Like second-class citizens.
They weren't even allowed. One of the things they weren't even allowed to watch. They weren't even allowed to watch VeggieTales in their house.
No. Which is a Christian-based show. Meanwhile, Josh is in the other room looking at porn. I mean, you see, that's what happens, though. I mean, when people are completely sheltered, they go nuts.
Hey, can I also say this? Go ahead. Michelle and JB broke the law when they didn't report the molestation until later. They knew about the molestation. They sent Josh to a camp.
Yeah, I know about all that. I that's a tough position to be in, having kids and stuff. Like, to me, I don't know. It's really hard. It depends on what we really don't have a clear idea of what the molestation entailed. I have a feeling it was a lot worse than what's been said.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one. I could see them being in a tough position there. I'm not gonna shit on him for that, but I am gonna shit on him for basically throwing his daughters out on the Good Morning America show and making them take the fall basically and cover the shit up. You know.
It was the TV show. It was Fox. It was Megyn Kelly's Fox show.
Yes.
It was Fox. It was Megyn Kelly's Fox show before Megyn Kelly went and did her show, and they were like putting them in all this publicity for the show. But also they lost their show, and Jessa was pregnant. Jessa Seawald, Jessa Duggar, was pregnant with their first child.
Man, the Duggar thing. There's so many tentacles. There's so many things you can go into. I think Jim Bob's a piece of shit. I think,
Yeah,
and that's my opinion.
you're not wrong.
I think Michelle is complicit in it. I think Anna Duggar is shameful that she's in this position and she can't see the light, that this is ridiculous, that she's being made to be an indentured servant in a way. And Josh is smiling in mugshots and shit. I'd like to punch him in the face. I think the sad thing is that Josh and what Josh has done has sort of overshadowed what a shitty person Jim Bob is. You know, he is a fucking asshole. I mean, he's done some shit behind the scenes that's just fact. I mean, there's no disputing it. And
By the way, they got 113,000 subscribers on the Dillard Family official channel.
She's the only one I've seen so far that actually has the backbone. It's a tough thing, family dynamics is a tough thing. Even if your dad was emotionally distant or abusive. I mean, we all love our parents. It doesn't matter if they were bad to us or not. There is something there. Especially with a father and a daughter relationship, which I also have, it's a special thing. And for him to shit on it like that, I don't respect him as a father. I'll put it that way. Going back and seeing footage from 19 and counting, knowing what we know now is really cringy.
Yeah.
Is it cringy for you?
Yeah, it's so cringe where I'm like having to like basically watch those shows and know now, like, watching clips of it now and knowing that what this motherfucker has done.
Yeah.
Is to the point where he's basically trying to, Joshua never said he was sorry about what happened.
Oh no! All you have to do is look at his mugshot to see what a piece of shit he is. No, he hasn't taken any responsibility. I think when you're talking about narcissism, I think he is a textbook narcissist. The fact that him and Jim Bob Duggar tried to throw his friend under the bus, I mean, literally, because the evidence, it was clearly Josh. And they're still trying to get that other guy who worked at the place, who wasn't even there, trying to say he remoted in and did it at the time Josh was there. All this nonsense. To blatantly try to set someone up and get someone else framed and to go away for a long time to save your ass is a piece of shit move.